Once upon a time, a massive ship got caught in a fierce storm and sank into the ocean. Everyone on board drowned, except for one man. Somehow he survived and drifted onto a lonely, deserted island. Exhausted and hopeless, he collapsed on the sand. The next morning, when he woke up, he looked around and saw nothing but endless water and an empty horizon. Feeling desperate, he raised his hands to the sky and prayed, "God, please help me. Send someone to rescue me." But no help came. Days turned into weeks, and every day he prayed, but nobody came. Slowly, his hope began to fade, and his patience wore thin. Realizing he might never be rescued, he started gathering wood to build a small tent for shelter. He also climbed coconut trees for food and caught fish from the sea to survive. Nearly a month had passed. With no sign of rescue, he accepted his fate. He built a stronger shelter out of wood and leaves to protect himself from the harsh weather. One afternoon, while he was in the jungle collecting coconuts, he returned to find his wooden shelter engulfed in flames. Lightning from the sky had struck it, leaving nothing but ashes. His hard work of 30 days had been destroyed in moments. Devastated, he looked up at the sky and screamed, "Why, God? I asked for help, and you never came. And now, you've taken away the only shelter I had." That night, he cried himself to sleep under the open sky. But the next morning, something extraordinary happened. As he woke up, he saw a huge ship anchored near the island. Shocked and overjoyed, he ran to the shore and climbed aboard. When he met the ship's captain, he asked, "How did you know I was here?" The captain smiled and replied, "We saw the smoke from the fire you lit. That's why we came." The man froze in disbelief. He hadn't lit a signal fire. It was the fire that burned down his shelter. Suddenly, he realized that what felt like the worst moment of his life had actually been a blessing in disguise. He looked up at the sky, tears streaming down his face, and whispered, "Thank you, God. I didn't understand your plan, but you never stopped watching over me." Life's challenges often carry hidden blessings. When things go wrong, it might be a step toward something better. Trust the journey, even when it's hard to see the bigger picture. What seems like a disaster today could be the very thing that brings you closer to your greatest breakthrough.